Hey, Center Stagers. Hey, this week let's talk about homework. Each week the kids are sent home with a homework card that says the things that they need to work on during the course of the week. The first semester they will have an assignment in each of their three classes. And then the second semester, it just kind of depends on what we work on that day as to what homework they have that week. Now, the important thing about homework is we actually expect the kids to do it. Like we really expect them to work on things at home. The kids that do their homework during the course of the week are considerably ahead of those that don't. And the ones that actually use the videos to practice their choreography are even ahead of those kids. We try to give the kids the resources that they need to be able to work hard at home and to be able to accomplish what they need to. And if they're doing the things that we've asked them to, they are going to be spot on. We ask the kids to practice at least 60 minutes a week, and there's plenty to work on. And so some weeks they might need to spend a little bit more time than that. If they're a kid that struggles with choreography or memorizing lines when we get into scene work, or if they're a kid who really struggles to remember lyrics, whatever it is, they might have to spend a little bit of extra time to be able to do those assignments that they have been given. Now, 60 minutes might seem like a lot to do each week, and we actually prefer that the kids spend like 15 minutes here and there on it rather than try to cram in 60 minutes on Tuesday night or Wednesday after school if time allows. We like for them to be able to keep it fresh in their mind so they don't have to relearn it on Tuesday, that instead they're just reviewing it during the course of the week. Parents, we hope that you will encourage them to do this. Remind them to do it just like you would their homework. We liken it a lot to piano lessons, that you wouldn't send your child to a piano lesson once a week and then not have them practice the piano in between. If they did that, they wouldn't get any better every single week. And the exact same thing is true for Center Stage. If they are solely relying on their time with us on Wednesdays to learn, to grow their talents, to master the skills that we're working on, they'll get better, but they'll get better at a slower pace. If they want to get the very most out of this process, they have to spend time at home working on the things that we've asked them to do. Kristen especially doesn't do a lot of reviewing in class for choreography. She might have them run through it once or twice and then she goes on. She doesn't have time to reteach. And so it's important that they know those steps. If they need clarification on them or they're not sure which foot they're supposed to be on, by all means, those are great questions to ask. But if they come back and they've forgotten it, they're just expected to go home and work on it themselves. If there is ever a day that your child needs to miss rehearsal, those rehearsal videos will become super important. Regardless of the reason why they missed rehearsal, it's important for them to be prepared when they come back and know the things that they've missed. In music, they will have the music already at home and the CD and everything, and they can be working on the next section, be memorizing, make sure that they know their parts, and they can work on music pretty easily at home. The choreography, however, that was taught during rehearsal is a little trickier. We have the rehearsal videos for this very purpose. It totally takes away the excuse not to know your stuff, whether you're sick or you're on vacation or you had a choir concert, whatever the reason, those rehearsal videos are there for you to learn the dance before you come back. Now, with that being said, there will be times that you won't be sure if you're supposed to go right or left, but do your very best to learn your part and then come prepared with questions for Kristen when you get back, rather than just not put in the work before you get there. And then last but not least, write your minutes down on your homework card, have your parents sign them, and turn that baby in. We want to see those coming in every single week from every single kid. We know that sometimes you forget them or they get lost. If they're lost, just write it on a piece of paper. We don't care what format it comes in. That doesn't matter to us at all. What we want to know is that you're practicing and that you're working on the things that we've asked you to do. And then that parent signature says that the parents are aware that the kids are supposed to be doing that too, and that they did work on it at home. If you forgot one and want to turn in two the next week, awesome. We do keep track of these cards so we know who's practicing and who isn't. And sometimes there's some little perks along the way for those that are. So all in all, what this basically boils down to is if you do your homework, you are going to get better, and you are going to get better faster. So if you are a person who wants to progress in this area, who really enjoys this, and who wants to do well in the performances, do your homework.